Hey everyone, today I'm going to compare two versions of Quinacridone Magenta. Now Quinacridone Magenta is actually a color that can be made with either the pigment PR202 or PR122. So in this case here, for Daniel Smith, their PR122 is actually Quinacridone Lilac. Interestingly, Opera Pink, a color that is not light fast, a color that fades very easily, that color also uses PR122. But this PR122 from Quinacridone Lilac, this is supposed to be more light fast. For my video, I'm just going to paint these two sketches, one with Quinacridone Magenta, PR202, and the other with PR122. And then we'll see the difference. If you need a more technical analysis or more comparisons with other brands, do check out these two videos. This from In Liquid Color and this one is from Dr. Otto Kano. Links to these two videos will be in the video description below. Let's start with PR202. So this is actually one of the main colors I have in my palette. I usually use this to mix with a cool green to produce really dark colors or to produce neutralized colors with a cool green like phthalo green or viridian. And this is PR122. Now I'm not really a purple, magenta or violet type of person. So I don't usually have purples in my sketches. So PR122 does look a bit more vibrant compared to PR202. So with a side-by-side comparison, at a glance, PR122 it does look more vibrant. And according to the information I found online, these two pigments are supposed to be very light fast. And let's have Quinacridone Rose here, just for comparison purposes. So this can be an alternative to Quinacridone Magenta or Quinacridone Lilac. Magenta can be considered a primary color. Well, it is a primary color. So let's see what you can get when we mix two primary colors together. This Hansa Yellow Medium with PR122. Are we able to get a vibrant orange? Not bad. And how about New Gamboge with PR122? So this definitely looks more red to me. And this is PR122 on its own. Maybe I used too much red there, so let's use a little bit of magenta, and this time with more New Gamboge to see if we can get a warm orange. Maybe we can. Next, let's have Phthalo Blue with PR122. I'm not using PR202 because this is slightly more vibrant. Next, we have Ultramarine with PR122. This looks very nice. The mix with Phthalo Blue actually looks kind of like Cabazo Violet PV23. If you happen to have cerulean, you should probably be able to mix a very beautiful color. See how the color moves. This is really nice. With Ultramarine, you can make this darker, but with Cerulean Blue, you can get this very nice purple with granulation as well. And when this is dry, you can see this very beautiful color separation. By the way, these two sketches were actually drawn with the help of this reference photo, and I actually have a drawing tutorial for this. You can find a link below as well. This is going to be quite challenging to paint because it's a night scene. There are a lot of blacks, a lot of dark areas, and for the highlighter areas, the signboards, well, ideally you should use masking fluid, but Well, I'm just going to use this brush and see what happens. First thing I want to do is to wet the paper first to get some wet on wet effects. Alright, here goes nothing. Let's paint. So there will be certain areas with yellow, and the paper is already starting to dry. So I need to work like really quickly. I'll be using Hansa Yellow Medium, which is this color that I'm using, Queen Magenta, and Ultramarine, because we need that purple, remember? Okay, too much paint. You can see the water is dripping off the page. If I use the paint straight from the pan, you can see the color is more vibrant, but when mixed with ultramarine, it becomes darker. I don't usually paint night scenes, so this is incredibly challenging for me. So with Hansa Yellow, Ultramarine, and Quinacridone Magenta, this is what you can get, which is quite good actually. Good in the sense that if you want to get bright colors, you can get bright colors. And if you want dark colors, you can just add more paint. Let's paint all these people here. This mix of Hansa Yellow Medium, Ultramarine, and Queen Magenta, it's very transparent. So this is great for painting with pen and ink sketches. Right, this is not looking that great. So I guess I really messed this up, but it's alright. It's just to test the colors, to do some color studies. And now let's paint the other version. So when painting night scenes, you definitely need to use masking fluid. Otherwise, it's just very difficult to paint night scenes without masking fluid. So this is PR122, and the colors do look slightly more vibrant compared to PR202. Okay, so I've just wetted the paper, but it's drying up too fast. I feel like this is an improvement over the first sketch. Let's make this darker, and for that we need more ultramarine and PR122. If you have too much yellow, it's going to turn green, which was what happened earlier. Okay, let's add some vibrant colors onto the scene. Some finishing touches. Maybe I can add some details to rescue the sketch. I hope this is dry. So this is what I have. Wow, a mess. Hopefully a beautiful mess. Anyway, with a side-by-side comparison, I can tell instantly that PR122, it's definitely more vibrant. So when you mix with ultramarine, you're going to get more vibrant purples, violets, whereas with this, the colors are slightly more muted. So if you want to go with a Quinacridone Magenta, I would probably recommend PR122, unless you want that more muted look. Muted is actually not a correct description because the colors still look pretty vibrant. Here's a close-up. So this combination of Hansa Yellow Medium, Quinacridone Magenta, PR202, and French Ultramarine, it's quite a versatile palette for mixing. All these reds that you see are actually from Pyro Red. I did not mix the red with Hansa Yellow and Queen Magenta. For some reason, I went with Pyro Red straight away. And this is New Gamboge. I did not mix the orange with Hansa Yellow and Queen Magenta again. Straight away I went with New Gamboge, maybe because I wanted the colors to be like bright, vibrant. And those lines, those were added with the Posca markers. This was added with the Signal gel stick. That's permanent waterproof ink, by the way, pigmented ink. And this is also Posca marker, as well as this lines here. The thicker lines are Posca markers, the thinner lines are from the Uniball Signal gel stick. I guess when you look close enough, it's actually not too bad. So this is the other sketch painted with PR122, again with Hansa Yellow Medium and French Ultramarine. So I actually like the mixture here compared to PR202. I find the colors here to be more vibrant, as in the mixtures here to be more vibrant. And once again, for the orange, this was New Gamboge, and this Pyro Red, or is it Pyro Scarlet? Probably Pyro Red. So if you need a cool red, PR122 is actually quite a good option. Either this or PV19, Quinacridone Rose. I am going to use up my tube of PR202, and then I will probably switch over to PR122. Anyway, color choice is subjective and definitely very personal. Sometimes you really don't know what colors you like until you see the colors. Not just being swatched out, actually see the color when it's used to paint or create art. Alright, so I hope this video is helpful. Do check out the two other videos I mentioned earlier in this video, the ones from In Liquid Color and Dr. Otto Kano. Thanks for watching. See you guys again.